Denny J Show.
Zvanga zviri downtown uptown itidzwe nyaya dzacho dzese narrative ndaichidwe kana mchida kutipisa deep ndaipidwe make you spill a bean if you know what I mean hande
It's time.
We were just waiting on you, man.
All right.
We were just waiting on you. Hey, everybody. It's the Denny J Show. Keep it coming. Keep it coming louder. Thank you. What up, what up?
Becky K.
What it do, Denny J?
Back like Musana.
Back like Msana.
What's going on?
Oh, good. I must say, there was a day when you addressed me with my full name in one of our group discussions.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
You didn't even respond.
I was like, now I know how it feels when I say Denford.
I thought you didn't see that.
I did.
Who
I
the
did.
fuck is he talking about?
And I was like, that's my full name. I love my name, but
I thought you didn't.
I saw
see
it.
that shit.
I know I did. I saw it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to ignore this and focus on the discussion at hand. Let's finish this discussion. I will address him personally. But don't do that again.
All right, you addressed me.
Yes. So
You see how it feels when you guys.
no,
call me what you
dude,
call me?
trust me. I will not use your full name unless the occasion calls for it. You know, you'll say something out of line. I'll be like, yeah.
Okay.
But
Right.
I will refrain.
Exactly.
I will refrain
Rebecca.
from it. Ish, yo.
Rebecca Maloko.
I feel like
Nash
I'm in
is in the
trouble.
building.
Nash is in the building.
What's going on, Nash?
Good evening.
Where did you go over the weekend?
I know I'm around.
You're around until?
No, I'm around now. I did Sura Kasaka.
Bako Media, are we okay with the
It's not, we can't even hear it.
real?
For real, for real.
Huh? Bako Media, come and listen. Let's hear. Make sure, because he's gonna have an excuse if it.
Is it gonna have an excuse?
The sound comes.
Are
out
you
wrong.
hearing anything? Because I'm not hearing anything.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely nothing.
Satutanga after?
No,
We're just continuing.
yeah. So
Danny is just being Danny.
yeah.
Yes.
We're good.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, we've got like the best sound ever. Not to
Yeah.
mention the convos and all. But the sound is crisp, so he has to continue like that. So Nash was around. He didn't go anywhere. That's a first.
Yeah.
Until further notice.
And you've missed out on the two baddest interviews we've done this year.
And it's unfair because we agree on the days
Right.
that we are going to film according to availability, because I want to be part of the discussions.
So what if the superstar says, I want to shoot now?
Negotiate with the superstar.
Superstar says, I want to shoot now or next month.
Guys, no, you must come to an agreement with the superstar. You must let them know that these are the days that we record, and if it's a weekend, this is the best day.
Okay, so how about we just let you speak to the superstars? And then you convince them. Because sometimes, we want to shoot on the regular day, and then
Yeah.
they're like, on that day we're tired, because, these are musicians.
Yeah.
So, like, they work over the weekend, so usually on Monday, you can't get them to shoot anything because they'll be tired. And then sometimes it's like a funny, like, okay, how about tomorrow?
If it's during the week, trust me, I can pull strings. But weekend, and you guys did the recording on a Saturday, and I'm in church.
Yeah, you see?
And so my body was in church. My mind was, I wonder what Saintfloew is saying now. And then, having to wait for the episode to come. But I'm willing to talk to the superstars or our guests that we interview.
A lot of people were saying, wow, Becky should have been there for this one, and Becky should have been there for
I
this
know.
one.
And I feel sad that I miss out on all of those. But, the show has to go on.
Yeah.
Questions have to be
But at least
asked.
you come to the show when it's you, me, and Nash.
Yes, at
Those
least
are
them
even nicer.
here. Oh.
Are they not? Okay. All right. Okay. Maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah. So we did the same flow.
I loved it. I watched the interview. Wasn't 100% convinced about the whole Rehab story.
Why not? What didn't?
It was too short.
Oh, okay. Him going to.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people thought
It was too
thought as
short.
much,
It
yeah.
was too short. Unless also if the abuse of the drugs at that time was like for a short period,
Yeah.
And then making sense, could the rehab vis-a-vis whatever he went through. So yes, maybe. But I know people who've been to rehab.
Yeah.
I've seen people who've gone to, friends alike, who have gone through rehab, and it is excruciating. Withdrawal symptoms, hallucinations, depression, all of that. And then they're given medication upon medication to try and treat the symptoms that they have, so that it washes out of the system.
Yeah.
And, therapy, prayers, family meetings, isolation. A lot goes into getting the person back on track.
Yeah.
So listening to him, yes, something happened, but I don't know if it was effective enough.
Yeah. Well, it's just that we don't hang out with him much.
Yeah.
So I don't really know the sort of person he is. But he came off as being someone who seems committed to.
Very committed, yes.
Yeah.
That I did pick.
Yeah, and also even when I asked about the relapse and stuff, I realized that it takes long, for someone to really get off something that they've been on for a long time.
Yeah.
So yes, I agree with you that I thought that the time he went for rehabilitation, a lot of people thought it was like too little. The time he went. But I think he has a good support system because now he stays in the Brook and they're trying very, very hard to keep him away from temptation, as it were.
Yeah, and I guess also having a very supportive partner assist with some decisions. When he feels like, he's got someone to talk to. He's got, like you said, a really good support system.
Yeah.
But my questions was just really on the, was the rehab really that effective? I mean, you guys were drinking here with him.
Yeah. So maybe that could have been a problem on our part, because here we drink, right? We have drinks.
Yeah.
So, of course, we offer our guests.
Unless if
drinks.
he knows how to control
he
also
didn't
that
drink
part
much.
of things.
He just had a drink or two. But some people in the comments were saying, is he really okay? Is he? But, the impression that I got was like, I think he's on the right path. And I think, look, I don't know what
he's not going to be
happens when he got
hundreds. That's one thing for sure,
Yeah, you
right?
know what I
He's
mean?
not
But-
going to be hundreds.
Yeah.
But the fact is he on that road
there. Yeah, I think
with
so.
discipline?
I think so. The level of commitment that Tinashe Mutarisi has in him, is very invested in him. And I think it's not just financial investment. He's just actually invested in just getting the young man to be on the right path.
Okay.
And he's very protective of him. And I think the way things are structured right now, I think it's going in the right direction. And also, even if you listen to the conversation that we had with him, he was bringing out some really smart answers. And it's just that, for a lot of us, we don't know how he is naturally. But he seems like...
well structured.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Well-structured
So,
responses.
of course, you also had people who say, but the English... I thought the English was all right.
English
I
doing
had
it,
no
Chico.
problem. I had no problem. Nash, did we have a problem? I thought the English was fine.
We need to stop
You know,
using
is it-
English as a
yeah.
measure of intelligence.
Yeah, you
Kutaura
see.
chirunga zvireve kuti wakangwara
You know what I
ngwara.
mean?
As long as you're able to articulate and express yourself,
Putin can't even speak English. You know what I mean? There are lots of top leaders who can't speak English.
Yes.
So English is not like... You know what I mean? So, yeah, a lot of people had something to say about this or that or whatever. But overall, I thought it was a very good interview.
It was.
a very good representation of who he is.
there were moments
it
where he
came out-
was almost like a bit on the arrogant side.
Yeah, he came out a bit cocky. But I think that has to do with maybe a little bit of the coaching that he has. Because he's a very humble guy. But I suppose in hip-hop,
You have to have...
You have... if you're winning, you have to let people know I'm winning.
And not be sorry about
it. You can't
it.
be the humble hip-hop guy unless you're a Christian hip-hop guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're a hip-hop guy, you got to be hip-hop. You got to go hip-hop on people from time to time. Like just throw shots at people and so on. And then talking about shots, it came to the whole Michael Maggs thing. And I get exactly what he was saying. I got it. I think we all got what he was saying. And it was very...
But how do you do a whole album just dissing?
Yeah, who did that? No, Michael Maggs? Yeah, Michael Maggs, was it dissing? Is it always like, I didn't listen to his album, I don't want to lie. But people are saying like there's a lot of, this whole diss culture, I think he's starting off on the wrong path because...
One or two songs dissing, not a problem.
He needs to accept the fact that he's the new guy. right? He cannot be compared to Saintfloew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Saintfloew is not the new guy. He is the new guy. So if you're the new guy and someone says, no, you can't compare me with Michael Max, it's not like he's saying that he's more talented than you or he's just saying you're the new guy, right? So, Chimboita, you do some hits of your own, and then let's talk type thing. You know what I mean? So out of the list of people who were mentioned, Baga, he had to be the one guy who had to write this song.
He had to.
So I thought that was misplaced, and I thought maybe it was rushed because maybe he just saw the clip on Zim Celebs or somewhere, right? Because, and
then he went for it.
People take the catchy clips, even when we promote stuff. We take the catchy shit, right? And then we throw it out. So if you don't watch the whole interview, you might think that I got this, but that wasn't a diss. And I don't think Saintfloew meant it as a diss. He was just
absolutely
saying,
not.
I can't say I'm the father to Winky D because Winky D's put in so much time in this game.
True story.
You know what I'm saying?
True story.
So same thing. Michael Maggs can't go one-on-one with Saintfloew. He can't. He doesn't even have the hits.
Hip hop culture.
Unless if you're going to talk about Holy Ten's hits. Even if you worked on those hits with Holy Ten, they're not your hits. They're Holy Ten's hits. So you have to make your own hits, right? So when he brought out the album, not so many hits came out.
I wish him the best though.
Yeah, but he's a very talented guy.
Yeah, if he keeps at it.
He's a very good producer. If we're to look at the work that he's done, and Holy Ten is, even in his interview, he said, no, he's a damn good producer. So, he just needs to be a bit more level-headed in terms of, relating with other artists. Because Saintfloew is a big deal,
He is. I was speaking to one of the managers at Old Mutual. Because I think that's the weekend where you guys had the interview with him, and he was performing at Old Mutual at their marathon.
Oh, yes.
Right? No, that was the day he was supposed to come, and then he couldn't because of that work, right? So I was speaking to one of the managers, and they were like, his work ethic is like on point.
Yeah.
He's like really good. He went on stage, he did his thing, the crowd was electric, the atmosphere was absolutely amazing. And he had moments with the fans, but he also went to the bosses, to the managers, to the VIP tent, and went and chilled with the Old Mutual team. You guys brought me here, so I'm gonna come and chill with you. And he was just basically interacting with people without being told endako. Like he really knew how to play it out and how to interact with people. So he is on the right track. He is very level-headed. I just wish he wasn't just so.
No. He's very humble. He's actually very humble. And I think when you look at some of the shots that he threw out there, lots of people have been saying stuff about him. And he's never responded. He usually doesn't come out and say anything.
I guess. So wait. Are you saying that him, speaking so highly of himself is just a value thing? Like he knows he's good.
Yeah.
So I'm not being arrogant. I'm not showing off. I just know I'm good.
It's hip hop.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can't wait for people to say you're the man. You gotta let them know, in case they forget.
I'm seeing a signal somewhere. Anyway, Nash.
Yeah. So of course, so when I look at Saintfloew and after that interview, I actually got more interested because I usually research, but then I went even further to listen to his work. Now, if you notice the sort of stuff he's not a hip hop artist. If you really want to look at it, he's a hip hop / Afro pop artist. Because some of the stuff he does it's not hip hop. Like Ndeka and Gone is like a tune on a reggae beat.
Yeah.
And he wrote it, and that was a banger. And then some of the other tracks like Silas Mavende, that's not hip hop. I don't think. I don't know what that is. But he has
it's pretty cool. That's all we know.
He has this versatility about him. He's not just going to come do bars. He actually sings. So which makes him an amazing artist.
It was a good interview. I got to give it to you. I was just sad I missed out on it. Nash, what did you think about the interview?
Well, I'm biased.
You are a Saintfloew fan. We know this. But so yeah.
And also, they didn't need to do because he did a diss track. Michael Max did a diss track. These guys didn't need to do a diss track back. They just went off and then they did 2 shows over the weekend, packed to the brim.
There we go.
And then I saw on social media Michael Max had a show that he did, and there were like 20 people. So
someone has to sit down.
Yeah. And also, I like the play on Nash Tinashe Mutari, because that disc was called Paint Flow, and then he did the Paint Flow promotion, 20% off if you buy paint or whatever, and then he flipped it.
Look at that. Look at that.
Some-
They were like,
was
shit,
amazing,
kuno.
Yeah, so I think that left egg on his face, if anything, right?
No, they must just
Michael
stop
Manning.
it.
But I think he is a very talented young man, and he needs to direct that energy the right way.
But he keeps the industry entertaining.
Yeah, and they're
He
back
does.
together with Holy. I saw they performed.
Speaking of Holy, he had a concert in Rishavani. Was it his? Was he featuring? What was the story there?
I don't know. I think he had a show. I think it was his show.
And they said it was not very well.
No, the show was good, but you know how...
Or performance wasn't well.
Yeah, no, the performance was good. It's just that when you go out on the outskirts, they expect you to do like a 2-hour set or something ridiculous like that.
But
so if you cut
must
your-
say
if you
hip
cut
hop
your
by how
sets-
long?
If you cut your set short, well, they felt it was too short. You know, I don't know what they expect, but I think it had to do with the length of the show.
Okay.
We paid our hard-earned money. You gotta sing. You can't sing no more type thing. You know, and then he got his car broken into or something. Yeah. Yeah. But enough of that.
Good, Raf. Yes. Enough of that. Plenty things happened, or plenty things are happening. And we are trying to cover most of the stuff and get on with it. So we're going to do Zimbabwe, we're going to do local, we're going to go outside, cross a couple of borders, and then just wrap it up, and we are going to bring it back home. Do you want to get into sport now, or you want to do it later?
Don't ask me nothing about sport. I'm not.
No, not like that.
Okay.
Not asking you about sport like that. Khama Billiat.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. What happened, Nash and Vocal, to having Khama Billiat come to the show, first of all? Where are we, Nash? Producer.
So I met him on Friday. He
Yeah.
said he's just settling down. And he's definitely come to the show.
All right. Did you see the big do that they had for him over the weekend?
Oh, yeah, of course.
That was
Were you
big.
the MC there? Why weren't you the MC there? You are the MC everywhere
No,
else.
I wasn't.
Ah,
I wasn't.
Nash, that's a surprise.
Because Beck is busy now.
But,
She's booked and busy.
yeah, you were at Baba Bona. What was that? What happened there at?
It was the posthumous centennial celebration of RGM, celebrating 100 years, because if he
Yeah.
was alive, he would have been 100 years.
No, but we were happy ukuthi vazorora.
Oh, yeah, happy to
We
Zorora.
were happy to vazorora. Dai vachiripo nanhasi.
Also, you would have been 100.
Yeah, he would have been 100.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
And how was that? That was nice, right?
It was pretty cool. It was really nice. It was nice to see, the other side
Okay.
of the former first family. They're a loving bunch. They love to have fun, and yeah, seeing both sides for Bekwamgabe, Matibiri, Kwamarufu coming together and just having a good time.
Nice.
No. I've got to discuss this one, guy. You see, Becky is going to be biased, right?
Okay.
Because Zangachipiwa Mari Kokosaka.
I'm sure you are married both.
Gucci great Haribo.
She's fine.
Oh, she's
Come back to her senses now. She's good now.
As in, what do you mean? As in, come
She
back
used
to
to go
her senses?
crazy.
yeah.
At those
It's
rallies, we
politics.
know- we
It's
know these-
politics. You do the things that make the things go skrr. It's politics.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now she's down to. She doesn't say nothing to nobody.
But
now.
unotaura did. Achakuteerera nyaya.
Enza chakuteerera nyaya. Because you don't do it.
Okay. So Gucci Grace is. Nice.
The moment I spoke to her, she was fine. I think her main focus on that day was just, I want the program to go well. I want people to have a good time. She just really wanted people to celebrate. So I didn't have encounters with her where I'll be like, no, I didn't have any of those any of those encounters. It was like a pretty good event. So she's fine.
No, because we have a thing, a problem of just don't go to. I don't know how to say it in a nice way. Kuda simbisa vanhu vangari mashit kudara because hangari mushit case.
You got a point. You got a point. But I take it from the point, Yekuti, the position that she was at. The position that she was in also, and she had to do what she had to do.
No,
it
because-
was politics, and she was playing the game.
No, because the current first lady now, it doesn't say anything, she's quiet. So you can't say it's the
But
position.
that's her. No, that's her. She chose a place that she wanted to be in, and she's like, inini I'll be a first lady akanyarara. Then she goes to angel of hope, GGG, ndakanyarara kuside kwangu kune nature and traditional food and what. That's what her focus is. Gucci Grace took a position, I am going to be political, I am going to have a voice, I am going to show them. So she was playing the political game. Because if you get into it, it's either you play the game or the game plays you.
It's like hip hop.
No, but then growing up, we knew there was Sally, right? Mm-hmm. People said if Sally was alive, damn daroga.
We don't know that.
No, but damn daroga siaba saudara.
We don't know that. Do you know that for sure?
I think so. Because gamkaza ninga uthi komdara pressure ndiye then. Don't you think?
I don't think so.
Why are you putting Becky in a spot?
No, it's not even a spot. Okay. When you are in certain positions, you have to make certain decisions and you have to make certain moves. We didn't know Sally long enough to decide or to conclude Kuti Mdara was going to be asked to name Mdara Chigara.
I think it's a commonly agreed thing that the sort of woman that she was, she was like a proper African woman.
Okay.
Who had no ambitions other than to be
a wife. Okay.
To a president type thing. Mm-hmm. So, maybe in a way that's bad because you don't have ambition, but I suppose, it's also good, like, for you to play your role. Like, if you're, like what's Obama's wife?
Michelle.
Mm-hmm. She played her lane nicely, right?
Yes, she did.
During her time. Mm-hmm. So that's what was expected probably, and that's what we expected from Sally, and lots of people figured that's what
that could have been the outcome and the final.
You know what I mean? Because at the same time, you also want a partner who will tell you, you can't have bootlickers everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have bootlickers at work and bootlickers at home and that type of thing. You got to have someone who knows what
if the time wasn't like, what if they had a strategy? What if they had a strategy?
From 1980?
Strategy. Strategy.
No.
Nguba yangesathi yakwana. Let's finish off the strategy. As you know, Nanesh.
We digress. We were talking about Yada.
Yes, we're talking about Yada and then MCing, getting to... and then we're talking about the whole MC thing. That's how we ended up here. But Khama is in, signed, and has he played any games yet?
Not yet. I think a friendly.
Not yet. A friendly.
But Nash, do you know a lot? Do you know much about the heist? Because this play was stolen. It appears as though this play was
he stolen? Didn't he make a decision?
He was supposed to come to Dynamos. I think on the Thursday, right, Baku? Yeah. On the Thursday, he was supposed to be unveiled at Dynamos or something.
And then
and then boys guys and I suppose when you're a football player,
money talks.
You go where the best deal is, right?
Yep.
You're not going to go to a broke club when there's a club.
Was that the bus issue? No,
I don't even think that was it. I think Apabandaka defender.
No, you got two cars.
I don't think it's rocket science. Yeah, Yada.
Okay.
So I don't think the decision to go to Yada is like rocket science.
No, it's not.
Like, if it was for him, maybe if he really wanted to pursue a career in football, if he was young, maybe being a Dynamos would have made sense, right?
Yeah.
But right now, the guy is in retirement mode. He has to go where he gets money. And Yada is a good place to get money.
Wait, if he's in retirement mode, why would Yada want someone who's in retirement mode?
No, because he's a good player. You get people to come to.
Okay, so
games.
he's a good
player.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, he does not have a 10-year plan because he's too old now. You understand? If you're somebody who's starting, right? If you're like a 16-year-old player who wants to really go somewhere, Dynamos might be a good team.
Hey, so they must be
because then you're not really going to make money while playing for Dynamos, but Dynamos is probably going to sign you off to a big team overseas at some point. Type thing. But
I can't wait to have him on the show. And everything.
What sort of would he be able to survive us here, man?
Why do you make us?
Is he a soft-spoken guy? I don't know. Some people think like we like menacing, but we're really pretty cool, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think you definitely. I mean, plus we are cool people.
You know what I mean?
Anongofana kungotya ma bullets anobva kuna Nash once in a while.
I don't know, but I told him
Like Mastray.
I'm not a bo.
Yeah, so
I don't go nyaro like, but I'm not a bo.
soft-spoken guy, but cool guy.
All right. And then you mentioned the keyword there on the heist thing. Apparently there was a heist year 700,000 that happened.
Yeah, 720K.
720K.
Yeah, Quest Financial Services, I think in Belgravia somewhere. Boys, they checked $720,000 and some other currencies or whatever. This is on the 25th of February, right? 27th of February. Boys, that's like in 48 hours.
Shoot.
So I think, is it the fantastic work that the police does? Or it was like a tip-off, I think?
I think it's definitely a tip-off.
Yeah.
Because
I think
48
that
hours, that's like...
Tip-off, yeah. And then
That's like pretty quick. And Quest Financial is in partnership with World Remit and it.
or something.
Yeah, they are. They do some stuff with World Remit. So
So it
Munu
makes sense
aitoziva.
why they had so much money.
Yeah. Munu aitoziva kuti money is coming in now or there is money.
And it's usually like an inside job. There's always somebody on the inside who alerts the guys to back it away. Or something, There's a lot of intelligence that was gathered before this happened.
So was the brains behind the heist captured or it was the runners?
I don't know. Was the brains captured?
Well, people said not yet. But
Not
then
yet.
it's, the boys did it.
Okay, so if you were involved in something like that, which is vamuna akutuma, wabatwa, unotaura here.
I'm saying, will I be involved or if I'm
If
involved?
No, but
question of if you will, Nash, we all know the answer to that. My question is, when you do get caught,
I think the first, from watching movies, the first problem that we have is if you're going to do a heist like this, you must be the most minimum number that you can be.
don't be a lot.
There's always the
Musawandisa.
one guy who can't wait to spend his money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's always that guy who's ready to buy that car that he was waiting to buy, or something. There's always that one guy who will otherwise spoil
Who will
an
sell you
elaborate
out.
plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know how this one played out, but they were caught pretty quickly, and the guys are on the inside, awaiting trial or something.
Yeah, but I'm saying when they do go on trial, do you think they will snitch? Kuti takatumwa na
Of
nini?
course. Because vacharuwa zvo such mawanao.
I think my facts I think the police have already gathered the facts. How it happened, who masterminded it, that sort of thing. Yeah. So fantastic work from the police, If every time something happened and then the police caught the people in 48 hours, that would always be amazing, right?
That would pretty be dope.
Yeah. But it's like if somebody stole your phone today, right? Are you even going to report?
No.
You know what I mean? What are the chances that you're going to? It's
Just
a waste
get
of time
another
in
one.
the judge office. They're
Just
probably
get
not gonna-
another one.
you
That's
know what I
it.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you lose 700K, you'll be in the police station.
You better be.
You got no choice. Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to play out. Nash, you still didn't answer me.
Will I
That-
be involved?
No, Nash.
No, okay.
Nati ukabatwa, wobva wabvunzwa. Would you snitch?
No, I think the way our police handle these issues is
Uh-huh.
and I'm sure no matter how strong you are, especially we're big.
Why would I be involved in something like that?
So you're saying you won't be involved? Who can absorb a million
And no chikasha.
or 2 million,
I'm scared.
3 million?
Like, it's okay. It's okay. And let's do other stuff. Let's not steal. I'll be scared. But
All right, so talking about people getting caught, do we talk about AK's killers or they are out of the country?
we can talk about it. I mean, like, it's on the same
Yeah.
crime thingy.
Crime and
The
investigation.
crime and investigation.
CNI.
Yeah. I was reading the comments on the post about him being caught. I mean, all the killers, 6 of them, which linked. Remember the first report that the police said that there were 6 guys that came and opened fire. And then you check the videos, there's like one guy, right, opened fire. But then now the reports are saying they caught 6 people who were part of the killers, and then they appear in court and everything. Comment section was really just saying they must mention who sent them, because these are not the actual people behind it.
So who are these people, Nash? Did you follow this one up? Like, you get 5 people getting caught and then they got paid money, right? Like big money, 800K or whatever. So who paid them the 800K?
Well, speculation is it's apparently, what's the name? His ex-girlfriend, ex-fiance, the dad. But
This is the allegation.
It's alleged, yeah. It's alleged that the lady's dad is the one who ordered the hit.
So when you arrest 5 people and then we are agreed that they got paid money, the natural thing to do wouldn't it be to find out who paid the money?
That goes back to the question I asked Nash. Wabachkwa, after having a crime, you've been paid the money. You probably set your family up for whatever. You know what you did with the money. Wabachkwa, are you going to snitch kutindatungwa na Denny? Or are you going to just be like, just give me the jail time?
No, you get interrogated.
Yeah, I'll get interrogated, but I'll deny. Just give me the sentence.
No, it depends the type of interrogation you get.
Oh.
You get interrogated.
There's levels to this.
So if there's information that you have, you're going to say it. But what I'm saying is, like, if we agreed that 800K was paid, do we have the guy who paid the 800K being part of the group that's arrested?
Yeah, of course.
He better be part of the
But
group.
then this guy's powerful. He's not, I don't think he's going to...
Okay, so amongst the people who are arrested, one of them is saying, I'm the one who paid these other guys.
Yeah, I think so.
Because then the logical thing would be like, okay, if you guys got paid 800K, who paid you the 800K, right? Then
Yeah.
that would be the mastermind.
Anogona kumge ari munhu akapiwa na mastermind ina nobhadhara vakomana.
But also at the same time, you can also but 800K kupa vanhu waiwana kupe 800K.
Ndotaura here. My family is going to be in trouble. This man told me if I snitch my family one by one, he's going to take them out.
But if you don't, your genitals are going to be in trouble because if they
And it's
interrogate
just
you with
me.
electricity,
And it's just me.
if you get interrogated with electricity, I want you to imagine it.
I
What
only
you're going to say?
my kids.
So I don't know if maybe in South Africa, I don't know, maybe people are treated a certain way, but criminals are usually treated.
I can't wait to see how this plays out, honestly. Like, if they're actually going to get to the bottom of this. AKA's dad, though, in court, saw the clip briefly. He passes, like, literally doesn't greet him.
Police.
Yeah, he doesn't greet him. He doesn't
Was that deliberate or you didn't see him?
say nothing.
No, but maybe it was a mistake. Maybe actually.
Maybe you didn't see him.
Mnangagaraba.
He's also dark.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, he skipped and went and greeted the next person next to him.
And AK's dad is not convinced these are the guys. Right? He doesn't seem convinced that... well, maybe these are part of some of the guys, but I think he's more interested in the mastermind behind it.
And
But you see, this AKA story, of course, AKA is dead. Okay, I don't know how to say this. When that girl died, was there so much press towards this story?
There was, because there was questioning around AKA and how he was treating this girl and what was happening. AKA's friends were questioned. There was talk around it. Did you push her? Did she jump? Why was the door damaged? I was trying to save her. I was trying to break in. Why were you trying to break in? Why was she screaming? You know, there was noise around their relationship and how she was treated by him. And then it just died down.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but now it because AKA then was murdered, it looked like it was tit for tat, an eye for an eye type of thing. That's why there's so much noise around it. The girl's death was just like, as she committed suicide, she jumped.
Yeah, a lot of people believe it's revenge. It's like a revenge thing, the whole killing of AKA.
Yeah, my one.
Yeah.
All right, that's that. What do we have next?
Why are you asking me?
Because you have the gadget that's working. You have the gadget that's working. You have the one that...
Not Denny here.
you got plenty.
So let's talk about the copyright thing. You know, I actually wanted us to bring somebody who's knowledgeable about that. Like, because, you know, people been having their videos pulled down on YouTube.
But we've never had that issue in Zimbabwe. What brought it about?
The Charambas.
Vakangotanga.
Yeah.
Not Kuti Zimura
No.
is trying to...
Jazz Signal did the thing with the first song, right? And then they let him go, right? He stole their song, their song or whatever.
The beat.
Yeah, the melody or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, okay. And then he did it again. So when he did it again, they said, no, it's too much, man.
Was he not just appreciating Kuti? Hey.
Yeah, but if you ask me and I say no, or you don't ask me, then, it's theft, right?
What do we do about other musicians who incorporate Tuku's music into their songs?
I'm sure they ask these
a
things.
line or two. Do they actually seek permission for those things?
I think they should. If they don't, they're just lucky. Like you can steal my melody and then I might not make a big deal out of it, and then I'll let you go. But you can't make a habit of it. And the reasonable thing to do is if you want to sample somebody's music, you just hit them up. It's very rare that they'll say no unless your music is whack. It has to really be whack for them to say no. So so that goes with Jazz Signal. He didn't ask for permission, or I'm told maybe he asked for permission and they said no.
And then he just went ahead.
I'm not sure which one it is.
Okay.
I don't want to.
All I saw was the apology. I saw the apology. I saw him saying sorry. They took pictures, picture perfect moment and all of that.
Yeah.
And he apologized. So now, what happens to the songs?
I think once you get them taken off, can you get them back? Bako, can you
Off
get them-
YouTube, yes, but in circulation.
Well,
like the
I
playlist?
don't know because this was centered on YouTube. Because these guys are monetized on YouTube with these music videos. So
And then what happens now to the
and also you don't want a strike.
royalties?
You don't
Yeah.
want a strike on your YouTube account.
That would
So
be bad.
so already like the whole Kenako and Winky D thing. I think he already has 2 strikes. You're allowed 3 strikes. So if he gets another strike, then the channel is shut down, right? That was the Winky D situation because Kenako, they had a situation with Kenako, and then he ended up pulling out all the other productions that they did at Kenako because otherwise they could have given him a 3rd strike, and his YouTube would have been wiped out.
Okay, but do you think it's a good thing that's happening now in the music industry that if you misstep, we are going to call you out?
Yeah, well, it's artistic work, right? It's somebody's
IP.
Somebody's intelligent. What do they call it?
Intellectual property.
Intellectual property.
It's okay.
So you can't just come and take my work and not acknowledge me or ask me for permission.
But people post our stuff all the time and they don't acknowledge us.
But also what? Yeah.
So what? Do we fight them?
Well, not really. I think when it comes to blogs and podcasts or whatever, there's this culture of just sharing clips. You can take clips or whatever. But if you wanted to make a big deal out of it, you could. But then, it's not really good for the movement because whenever you have content, you want it to spread.
You want it to spread.
Wide
I
as
get it.
possible.
No, but I'm saying give the credit.
Yeah.
Like, this clip is from.
Look, if you're going to use my music, hit me up and tell me.
Yeah. I know it's big in Europe and all of that. You cannot reproduce or make music without being in contact with the actual owner who owns the rights to that music. So I think it's a good one. And but I just wish that they don't wait that long.
Yeah. But also what sometimes happens is also, people can use vendettas to just fix you, I might have done some work for you and you might have paid me and we might have agreed on whatever we agreed on. But then you might end, the one party might end up being jealous that you're doing well and then might actually just do it out of spite, and then I go pull your music off or whatever, which would be messed up. So what I wanted to discuss with the expert that we wanted to bring is how do you prove that somebody stole your work, especially if it's like production. Like if you come to my studio and I produce stuff for you, how do you prove that this work that I posted, that you had something to do with it? How do you prove to YouTube that this is your work?
Yo.
There must be some technical stuff. I don't know. What do you show? You show like files on your computer? I don't know. It'll be interesting to have that conversation.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Somebody who knows,
Are you going to find them?
Yeah.
Please
I
find
think
them.
I have somebody in mind.
All right. While we're on the whole arts and industry, arts and entertainment. The Namas had made noise again with the category of video of the year. So Tatle Wedzinza, Dijo. I don't know Tatle Wedzinza, Dijo. I don't want to get that last part wrong. So she had a video done by Director O, Jonathan Samkange. Jonathan Samkange submitted the work, not Tatle, but it was not published work. It wasn't out yet, but it won.
Yeah.
And the rule, Kunama, is the work has to be published. It must be handed in, submitted, but it must be published. But this video was not published.
Well,
but it won.
The excuse is that it was released at some festivals or film festival. That would be publishing. It might not be on YouTube, but it might still be considered published.
So people were focusing.
As long as some people saw it.
As long as some people saw it.
Then it's published. But, on the streets.
They were not happy. They were
our
not happy.
publishing is YouTube. It has to be on YouTube.
It has to be on YouTube.
What the fuck are you publishing this shit?
Film festival. But
You know
you don't attend those, so how are you going to know?
This is the thing.
So there was noise around it, and then Tatle, as management, had to write a whole letter about how Tatle has nothing to do with this, because people were now bashing her brand.
Yeah.
I don't know who they wanted to win in that category, but she was bashed about that. Then a letter had to come out, defending her. You're bashing the wrong person here. You're bashing a wrong story altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So still on Nama, what was the story? People were agreed that on the People's Choice Award, right?
Right, Winky D.
Yeah. People are pretty much agreed on that one.
Yeah.
What about the other one? What was that like? Is it like Video of the Year, or what do they call it?
No, Video of the Year was Tatle, right? Was it Song of the Year?
Which one was did Enzo win? Wako Video.
Was it not Song? Because Japreza took album.
Okay. So it must have been Song. Right?
It must have been Song, where they were like, Uripi was released last week.
Yeah. I got love for Enzo.
Amazing.
Enzo and Holly are the same to me. They're good people. They're good people. But I don't know about that song because it was released later on in the year. So I don't know what the criteria is. How long must it have been on the streets for it to be considered for that? Because there were other hits that were done throughout the year. I felt like that one was like I don't know.
That one had question marks.
It was yeah.
And it's a fraud.
I don't know about that one, man.
Because they were taking music from 2023.
Yeah.
But from like what period?
Isn't the whole year? And then you take a song that was released later on in the year, like in the fourth quarter of the year. Is it even third quarter? I think it's fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And then that. So it'll be interesting to know how they do it. What's the criteria?
Yeah, it's to get the criteria. Because they take from
Yeah.
this time to this time, then any music after that goes into the following year or whatever the case may be. But yeah, people were not happy about it, but the song is a hit.
Yeah, a lot of people were unhappy with the fact that the Holy 10 didn't get anything. And I guess it puts pressure on the Zimas, right? Because they're a musical show.
Yeah.
So, because Nama is not really musical.
No, it's arts. Their main focus is arts, so they shouldn't even be.
So you'll find out the number of awards for music are actually very few.
Yeah, but yeah.
So Zima,
I almost said something that was going to get me in trouble.
Are you hosting the Zimas?
I don't know.
You host everything else.
Stop.
The Bigari begged, booked and busy.
Yeah. So are you going to be able to Are you going to be able to call out, like, if Zimas get you to present the awards and that sort of thing? Are you going to be able to, like, criticize them properly? Because we're waiting to see.
Why would I criticize the hand that feeds me?
You see?
I'll just be like, it was a great show. It was amazing.
Yeah, so we can't wait to see how that goes in terms of... Because, almost everybody has their own list of who should win what. And the idea is we hope that they get that as right as possible. you know, because I hate him or like him, Holy 10 did a lot in 2023. I don't know what award or what awards he should win, but he has to win something.
Does he?
Actually,
Does he has to win something?
actually
Does he
has
have to?
He has to. If he doesn't, then who?
Mkura was biased there towards Ole.
You know,
Yeah, people say I'm biased
you
towards Ole.
and you're not.
Not at all. I appreciate talent. Very soon now, I'm biased towards Saintfloew. I'm biased towards talented people. That's the problem that I have.
Which is fine, but they're not the only talented people. There's other talented people that also need to be recognized. I think he's doing well, even without the awards and the accolades and all of that. He's doing well.
Yeah, but the accolades mean something. Every artist wants to be recognized.
True story.
You know, for what they're doing. You cannot take away the fact that Holy 10 had 2023 on lock from January till December, though. Even if you think I'm biased or not, but the guy was killing it from January till December 2023. These are facts.
Are you just considering online?
No, not online. I'm not talking about online. I'm talking about radio station. Your radio station, any radio station. There was you couldn't pass an hour without a Holy 10 song being played on either one of the radio stations.
Yes, and there were other artists also that an hour wouldn't pass without their music being played. They were there.
Not like Holy 10. You have to have several hits at the same time.
We're going to spend another 20 minutes talking about Holy 10. So,
all right, so Zima, we're watching. We're watching. You know, and so that's with the Namas and the Zimas and what? And then what else you got?
What else happened? I'm just really trying to like figure out what else happened. What else did we miss out on?
Okay, so the young guy, Trey Nyoni, getting back to football, right? Trey Nyoni, 16-year-old debut for Liverpool. That was a big deal. And you know how we claim people, right? I saw some posts. I don't know if that's true, but I wouldn't be surprised.
We are like that ex that doesn't want to be known.
Because the young man has never been to Zimbabwe. So it's very difficult
so his parents are Zimbabwean.
Parents could be Zimbabwean,
okay,
but he's never been to Zimbabwe. So he cannot really identify as a Zimbabwean, or he can. But you know, if you're a young guy at 16, are you going to be able to... I don't know, is he Zimbabwean though?
You come from somewhere. You come from somewhere.
Yeah,
you can have...
So is he Zimbabwean?
Of course. You know the problem we have with them, and the same thing with that wannabe slay queen, Nadia. People want to put it on all the time. Also that Tinashe from America, they don't acknowledge us. You know what I mean?
But we acknowledge them like all the time. We're claiming I think it's more than that.
Look, if you have Zimbabwean parents and you were born in England and you've never been to Zimbabwe, right?
You are
can
British.
Identify yourself
with British with Zimbabwean origins.
You are British.
Yes.
You are British, but you identify with Zimbabwe. So you can't really be Zimbabwean and British. So you have to choose which one are you.
You are British with Zimbabwean origins. Because if you say identify,
you're British of Zimbabwean heritage.
Hey, Coco.
But what I'm saying is, what does that make you? You're British.
It makes you British. Yes.
Exactly. So if this young man says he identifies or he's British, why would we be upset with it?
No, but okay, I think what we want.
As a people.
What we want as a people is just acknowledge kuti heritage yako is somewhere there. It's there. It's in Zim.
No, even the slave queen that he mentioned, she identifies in a way. I was born in Zimbabwe, but I'm South African. She's quick to go, but I'm South African. You know what I mean? So it's not like she's refusing you people entirely. She's saying, look, I know these people, I might have had,
but
some acquaintances with these people.
We can't call her Mwanawevu, right? Because as Mwanawevu, we couldn't know.
Yeah.
The Liverpool player.
But you see, with like Nigerians, right? Their great grandparents would be Nigerian, and then they will still raise that flag up. But with Zimbabwe, doubt like or something. People are not proud to be from them.
I don't know why.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, but a lot of people are, you know, a lot of our people are under. Chisora in the England ring. Chisora is always, you know.
Yeah, but no.
I mean, he's not the best fighter out there, but, you know.
But I know the raw but.
But out there, he's fighting for his life.
No, but I mean, you have one or two, like, you know, what's that lady from Danai
Gurira.
Yeah.
She does. I mean, like, she speaks fondly. And
didn't she grow up in Zimbabwe?
She did.
She's Zimbabwean.
Yeah, she did, and then she...
Yeah, so she's Zimbabwean. She can't escape.
No, but you see, like, the levels where she is and how she still, you know, acknowledges us as don't bother.
But remember, if you're like that, you can't escape it. You'd be like an ass if you were to really like. If you grew up on all kind of girls' eye or kind of
there's a track record.
Then you make it in America, and then suddenly you don't know us. I mean, that's a tough one.
But this issue is not only with Zimbabweans. Take you back. I know that white lady, Charlize Theron, very South African. But when she made it big in Hollywood, she was like, South Africa, what?
No, but no. No, but big, I beg to differ, because she's always talking about it, that I was born in some little town, what.
Yeah, but for how long did she talk about it?
No, I mean...
But if you ask her, she's not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
She's not going to say, I grew up in Mississippi or Dallas. She's going to tell you she grew up in South Africa. Same like Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah is like hands down. He will not deny.
Yeah.
He will not deny. He's always talking about his closer origins and my grandmother, South Africa, and all of that. But kunevami, but not kanganwa like totally like, oh, I see the lights and then end of story. So it's not just a Zimbabwe problem. I'm sure every African country has their own story.
I know, but I'm not more
no, but maybe with the slave queen there, what else is going to run my paper? So you know what I'm South African. I'm South African.
Sorry. Anagana footage maja.
Nash. All right, so when does his contract start? This 16-year-old.
He made his debut.
Trey Nyoni.
He made his debut for Liverpool the other day. So, you know, we're happy for him. Whether he accepts that he's one of ours or not. But my parents are going to because, you know, a child is raised by village.
Are you able to just go all deep on us right now?
So the parents and us.
If you were to move, Nash, and stay in America, and you raise your family in America, how much of Zimbabwe are you going to instill?
No, you know, like 300%. Because, Becky, you know, like now, the big I was debating, like the new parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have parents with Zimbabwean kids in Zimbabwe that can speak Shona, and they think it's cool.
Oh.
Yes, it's actually a thing.
You think it's totally cool. Oh no, he doesn't speak Shona. Tafadzo hatare Shona.
I think it's a thing. But do you know where the problem comes in? Because at school they speak in English. At home you speak to them in English. So where are they going to learn how to speak in Shona?
But
and people are not making a deliberate effort to speak in Shona because most of the parents can't really speak Shona that well.
But that's what he's saying. Yes. The new parents. So I'm saying,
like Becky, you don't speak Shona to the kids when you're at home.
We do. We speak all three. English, Shona, and Ndebele. But my kids will be a bit confused with the Ndebele side of things. But Shona,
you're not deliberate in your speaking of Shona. The Shona words just come out when you speak English.
Yes.
You know, but he's saying there must be
there
must be a deliberate attempt to make sure the kids are here now. Let's get into Shona mode.
3 to 4, we speak Shona in this house.
Because without you speaking Shona to them, these kids spend the whole day there at private schools speaking English.
And there are some schools that actually say you only speak Shona during your lesson. For the rest of the time at school.
How do they learn how to speak Shona?
No, they should be taught at home.
No, but the fact that we've been discussing this means that
that culture.
That's a problem. It's not a problem. But I'm saying, how do we fix it? You know, because it's like you, Nash. If you had your son at home, chances are your son is going to come to you, speak to you in English, and you're not going to be like, and answer him in Shona, you know.
But I don't want to Shona. Because
Yeah, I don't find it,
we have to have pride in our language.
This is
I don't find out what Taura. Like they must know how to
And
converse.
this is very, very common with Shona people. Because Mandix is Antaurandex. It's a big Shona problem. Because if you go to Bulawayo, all the kids who speak Ndebele.
Yeah.
Majority of them. Like,
Yeah.
you know, private school, what.
No, I feel you. It's a problem.
Have you seen those TikTok videos where they put like university or college students together and they ask them, this is the word in English, what is it in your language? And then you'll see Nigerian, Ghanaians, Kenyans, Zambians, and all of that coming together. And Zimbabwe obviously will be there in the mix. They know their language.
Yeah.
They know their language.
Because, you know, these youngsters have Shona as part of their syllabus, but they just get taught the basics, right? And then the basics, they're not even that good at speaking the words.
Because kuna Shona A, Shona B,
Yeah.
and then there's Shona.
But also you
Different
find
levels.
with the Shona was very difficult in school. Even Shona was always difficult. You know, because when they go deep, right?
No, but I mean, yeah, that's
You,
fine.
you know,
but
when they're teaching you Shona, the other
They go
Shona that
deep.
you never get to speak in your life. They go deep.
Madimikira and stuff. Yo, okay, Bako.
Some serious stuff. With the Shona, you know, you don't even want to learn Shona like that if they bring it like that, because they bring it hardcore. You know what I mean? Like,
But is it not just the basics? They are able to to communicate.
yeah, the basics are nice, but they
The
go
basics.
deep. They can't go basic only. They want to go
no,
deep.
but you know what I think they need to start doing? Then this has to go to the Ministry of Education.
Without,
No. They should teach Ndebele and Shona.
oh,
All
both.
the schools.
All the
Right?
schools.
All the schools, private or government. Because we can't have Zimbabwe.
Just the basics at least, right?
You know what I mean?
Just the basics. But if they just get out of the problem of trying to teach us the complicated Shona, then everybody will be fine with it, because the Shona that you and I speak on a day-to-day basis,
It's just very
doesn't have
basic.
none of this other
You know, it
technical
doesn't.
stuff.
Just hear what I'm saying. Do you hear what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Bo.
And then that way, it becomes more palatable. Like, people are eager to learn it because it's easy to learn, because it's not complicated.
Yeah. When I do my radio show, most of the commentary comes in Shona, like comments on WhatsApp, the listeners, because some know how to articulate themselves and express themselves in Shona.
Yeah.
Now, I can read Shona, but I can't read Shona. But after I read it, I know exactly what it is that was being said, because some type it in slang and then they lose me totally.
Yeah.
You know, Anasha with an X.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, please don't type like that, because my Shona reading is not 100%, and then you want to stress me again. Now I'm supposed to decode exactly what you're saying. But I'm mature, but I still struggle, just to support Danny's point. The Shona doesn't have to be difficult. It just has to be, are you able to communicate? Are you able to read and understand what is being said in Shona? Do the same thing in Ndebele. Are you able to read? Are you able to understand what it is that you are reading, or what
Shona
this
for
one has said?
communication, Ndebele for communication.
Yes.
It doesn't need to go hard.
Because even those who end up saying, go to no, akakhulumi isindebele lo, akakhulumi, ukhuluma isingisi nje kuphela, akakhulumi. They forget kuti mwana ye anana sekuru nana gogo.
Yeah.
Nana tete, bekumusha, who want to communicate with you. But now there's that barrier where you distance your child from speaking to their future ancestors because of a language barrier.
This is true.
I mean, Nesha Chachatra in the Ministry of Education.
No, I'm going to the office tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're going to the office tomorrow?
Yeah.
All the best, my guy.
Cool. Or let's talk about the alpha. Hey, can you switch that thing off?
Oh, really? We can switch it off now?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh, are you feeling it now?
Okay, so let's talk about the alpha. Alpha. Okay. So I think it was a hypothetical thing, right? Like, somebody asked him, like, if you were to get a car, because this is like car gifting season, right? Like, if you were to get a car, would you accept it? And true to his teachings, Alpha said no. What do you think about the Alpha?
No, maybe he didn't
Shaddai.
want the aqua.
Shaddai.
Yeah, maybe if it was like a thank you. Maybe it was.
But I'm
How dare you? Me and Aqua?
No. Chibora, any Chibora would work because Ana Chibora my much. But the fact that Ana Chibora did not move him from his stance. A man must hunt. A man cannot wait to be given things.
No.
What is he teaching? What is he teaching his disciples if he's willing to accept free stuff?
Unokutwa nema blessings. Unokutwa. Takujamba kwa nema blessings.
Alpha.
It's one of those God has said, I have seen you are working hard. Pamwe mara kubalanza. Uti utenge chibora chauri kuda or whatever the case is. Let me send somebody to assist you in this thing, and then you throw it in the trash.
What happens to the teachings? To teach
Did he stop men from accepting blessings?
No, he's saying men must not be.
Also, you mean to also tell me in future he's not going to get endorsed by anyone?
No, but if he gets endorsed, then he's working.
No, but this.
So for him, it's an exchange.
Yeah, why are you giving me a car? What must I do?
I like you because if you check the post from Wigno, he had said, "But diary bo la 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 la." Okay, that was very dreamy. Then pangwenda aqua or whatever the case may be, right? Forgot the words.
Look,
verbatim.
that's enough of a hint.
It's enough of a hint.
If it was like
it was a.
If it was like Say Colors, he would have gone on a rampage on social media. Say, but I'm nice, I'm this, I'm that.
No, but Say Colors are akakumbira.
But do you get what I'm saying?
Uyu anakumbira. Akangobigwa.
Say Colors akaudzwa kunzi pane munhu wanda achida kupa pombi. But akazouya akataura serious. Saka njampa pombi. So he got the hint.
Then he
ended up going on his media rampage to bring receipts to say, I've been supporting the party since day one. He got a hint. For him to start doing all those things. You see what I'm saying? So this is the same one. So today, Alpha and simp.
I don't think it's being a simp. Maybe we see things. Okay, you're using his terms. Maybe we do see things differently, because yes, Arushanda, he's doing his hustle, he's doing whatever it is that he's doing, and someone just wanted to alleviate a little bit of.
Or maybe he gave that answer because he knew that the offer was not put on the table. The guy was just hypothetically.
Okay, then keep quiet. Don't respond.
No, but he needs content.
Plus
he can also use it to, up his profile. So no, I would take free shit. Because then that's what was on the media. Alpha Ramba Mutkab. I mean, that's good publicity. Alpha was good as not bad. Alpha is not like these bitch ass always just getting cars for free and shit. So it's a good look for Alpha.
Nash is like,
I was blast the last time by my comments.
What is it?
And Makandi blasted the last time by my comments. I guess he had to do what he had to do, like to keep his name and his teachings true.
But Nash, if you're to bring out the aqua and it's there, I can deliver it personally to the Alpha. You know what I mean? And then he can't say no. And then it will still look good.
I know you think yes, sir.
Yeah, it will still look good. Like, I didn't want this car, but Denny J brought it to my house. What was I to do?
What was I to do?
Yeah, so he gets the car, he still continues to
because
look
that message wasn't even an offer, Kuti, I want to give you a car. It was like, I would have. I would have given you. So yeah, he stayed true to his alpha.
Alpha thingy.
Alpha thingy, yeah. But I thought that was quite a boss move.
But I think the Alpha needs a car. Nash, can we get the Alpha a car, man? He's doing some wonderful work, to turning these CC men into real men, giving them his teachings.
I ain't saying nothing.
So those aqua, but it's bora.
I even gonna aqua you to know anosvika padheni tapa momzi makii
ende saijibhora
anosvika tapa momzi makii padheni
kuti mazopa
toona kuti anoidzosa here pombi neshona saka ita tinopiwa apa haisi kubva kuna Victor iri kubva kuna madzibaba ari Nash, let's have the alpha.
Unless if what you said happens, like a whole endorsement thing, Victor will have to say, let me endorse you.
For free.
I'm not going to
for free, nobody problem.
Because I shan't. To support a brand.
Yeah. And then this whole suing each other thing, does it work in Zimbabwe? I know Capri is getting sued by... is it a lady? It's a lady, right?
Yeah,
we saw the video.
Yeah.
What do you mean, of course, it's a
Austin.
lady?
No.
Rosalind Austin.
No.
So
Sorry, Denny, hold on.
No, it's not the video. I watched the video. So it's a lady.
Okay.
Plus also, it had to be a lady.
how now, brown cow?
How now, brown girl?
It had to be.
It had to be.
And because guy for a dollar, are you really gonna take it?
Well, it depends how chilled you are. You know, sometimes, those doors are quite heavy. Like, you go there and then try to get a snack and then the whole thing falls on you. It's either going to hit your toes or going to hit you. On the video, okay, just for perspective, right?
The story. Mm-hmm.
The lady is seen on CCTV footage opening a door and then the door falls on her and then she tumbles to the floor, right? Or something.
A door, Reggie.
The fridge.
In a store.
Capri fridge. But then I think a Capri.
Oh, Paden.
Capri, but then I don't want to cheese or whatever. So I don't put fridge.
Bon.
Then the door comes tumbling down. So it obviously wasn't fitted in properly or whatever.
Okay.
And then she's suing Capri for 25 grand.
25 DG fridge, not a 1.2.
No, I think that it has to do with damage. It might be emotional or physical damage.
Okay.
You know, she could be traumatized. You know, what are the chances of you
That
feeling
one
like you want a snack and then you go there, then you're traumatized before you know you're on the floor. I mean, that shit could traumatize you for life. Every time you see the snack that you wanted to get from the fridge, you feel some type of way. So, this is some traumatic shit.
You guys crack
Capri,
me.
like
I can't do this.
Shit, Poloni just takes me somewhere. Just takes me.
What does that have to do with opening the fridge?
No, I'm saying because Capri,
I try to help. Slow it down on the snacks.
Was maybe for a fridge.
You guys, I hope I don't know this lady. Like, I'm really hoping I don't know after laughing so hard. Okay, but yes, the fridge door opens. I have a Capri fridge. Capri is a really good brand. I haven't had any issues.
They're not going to hire you.
I don't care. I'm just
They're not going to give you an aqua.
They won't give you a
Capri is a really good brand, and they do well. When I had the issue with mine, it wasn't with Capri, where I got it from.
Yeah.
Right? You know, one is my fridge on display.
Yeah.
Instead of bringing me one in a box and everything, why can't you get the one on display?
The display one.
And then I was like, yo, this is the one that was on display. And, people were handling it and everything. I would like something in like a box, right? So they came, they took it, and I got the one in the box.
So what if the one they brought you was box?
No, before they brought... before they took mine.
They brought one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, like that. So I could have thrown my toys out the court and made noise, and then, bashed the store where I got the fridge from. I could have done that. Door. You now have to put into cognizance.
Oh, no. One video chakatokwara. And it just also goes to show good moon uptown because I need camera then.
Wonderful stuff.
CCTV.
Wakwara, my medical bills, broken bones, or whatever the case may be, the trauma. Because no one is expecting the fridge door to attack you at that point when you open it.
Think about it. When you go to the fridge to get a snack, you're in your most relaxed state.
Yeah.
You're really chill.
You're on
You're
about
not
this
expecting
snack
your door
thing.
to drop on you. You're in your chill mode, right?
All right, but 25,000?
Yeah, because I mean, she actually not go holiday.
So, you know, the medical bills could be 5,000 and then 20 could be like emotional distress or whatever.
Okay, this is just me. Yes, you are going to pay something because ndakwara ne product yen that you probably didn't manufacture well. Quality checks and everything were not in check, but not 25,000. You probably pay my bills, the medical bills.
No. Becky, this is the only country where this woman, let's say this happened in the States, should have been charging
100 grand.
100 grand, $1 million, right?
Yo.
She's actually undercharging, Capri.
So I think it's actually a Zimbabwean problem because even when you're driving down the road,
My mind has changed.
even when you're driving down the road and you hit a pothole,
We should be able to
instead
sue.
of you worrying about fixing that tire, you should be able to sue, and not just sue for fixing of the tire, for distress and emotional, distress and all sorts of things.
Yes, and I was late for work.
And all sorts of things.
And now
and now I can't drive properly on the roads. I'm always expecting a pothole. It's traumatizing me. You should be able to sue for all this sort of shit.
No, but because even remember the mayor said that sue me. Like, Prince, you should send the bill here.
The only reason why people don't is because it takes long. Our court process takes so long.
Have you ever swayed off the road which it is a pothole also? And then you see an oncoming and you're like, oh my goodness.
That's every day.
Yeah, that's so.
Like, I mean,
How many accidents do you think have happened like that?
that's, I'm sure, majority of the accidents.
So should we be suing? You said the mayor said we should.
Yeah,
If you got
send
time,
the
you can
bill.
sue. It's just that the court process takes long, and this is why these city councils get away with murder because getting justice is expensive because you gotta go to your lawyer first. He wants a deposit to file your papers, so you're gonna need to drop him a minimum of 500 grand deposit for him to start processing your work. And then you think about it, like the tire that got bust is probably going to cost you maximum.
So he was saying, knowing full
you end up
well.
just fixing your own tire. But, it shouldn't be like that. I should be able to sue, and then be able to get something out of it. That way, service delivery improves because they know they can't afford to get people suing them.
So in this case, Capri knows for sure now that, hey, please double check the things before they leave the store.
Yeah. So I hope she gets paid out. She's a white lady. They always seem,
she's white.
Okay, and then
I mean, how do you have a name like Rosalind Austin? I don't know if she's colored or white or whatever, but I don't know. But with a setup like this can take you places.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
Because you were like uptown, now it makes sense why.
Yeah, because even if we were to have cameras, it's always outside, right?
Hey, because Mumba, what are you doing? What are you having? And camera in the kitchen on top of that. Why would you have a camera?
Yeah, it was all in the bedroom, and also
it was in the bedroom. It was in the kitchen.
No, it was like in the lounge.
Maybe she's bougie like that.
No, but you see, white people do that to see if our people still.
Like secret cameras type thing. Yeah. Which is what that could have been. Maybe it was just like a secret camera. You know how you do like a fire detector?
Yeah. It's actually a camera.
One of those.
So wait, the question that you initially asked was, are we suing each other now? So is the answer yes? We are suing each other now.
Yeah. I think when things get messy like that, we gotta sue. But it's just that not all of us can afford. Right?
Well, so she's definitely white.
Yeah. Justice is expensive. You know what I mean? It's expensive. But I think Capri will probably do an out-of-court settlement and say, no, we'll give you hash money. Yeah.
Pan.
Yeah.
I can sue y'all.
Sure. Yeah. You can sue, but good luck. Good luck with that shit.
Table assisted ndobva ndazizembera table chibva chandiwira.
Tokusoyawo ukanya table.
Yanga ishaya. Sema V11 my episodes hobo pa table. You hobo wongouya. Better problem.
So you beg.
You tell me. You tell me who's falling.
I see y'all. Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Temba Mliswa, his daughter was found with illicit substances and she's been remanded in custody till the 12th of March. And when this matter came out initially, Themba came out and gave a statement, right? Because
He had to.
yeah, because you people were going to go run with it and
we
start
were.
blasting it with them.
Why
that
is
was
he
quite
quiet
sharp
and
for him
all
to
of
do
that?
it. Yeah. So, we're back to the issue of illicit substances. So what do you think about him? He said the law must take its course and he's not going to interfere. Why are you clapping hands for?
He had to make a stand. He had to do the right thing, which is let the law take its course.
But if you have influence, don't you want to Nash, what do you do?
From Skanzwa.
No, I think, you know what, the thing is, this drug thing is really taking over my uptown youth.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, 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 it's really bad, right?
And she had ecstasy.
Yeah, I mean, those on
Should ecstasy? Do they still do ecstasy?
Apparently.
I thought now it was like the really hard stuff. Now.
I mean, they do cocaine and ecstasy,
okay.
And Molly, whatever it is. But I think Themba has done a good thing.
He did.
It's forced rehab.
Yeah, I think from that perspective, because if you've got no access, if you can't access the narcotics, if you can be locked away for 3-4 months.
And jail time
that's like rehab, right?
has a way of correcting you.
That's like rehab.
It is.
And Panozobatamana like this problem would have started, the parents would have known about it.
Do you think so?
But they might not have.
They might not have.
Because the youngsters nowadays are very secretive.
And also the reasons why they get into it, some of them are true reasons, childhood trauma, and they don't know how to get out of it, dating issues, like proper mjolo pandemic issues, and they find an escape with drugs, and then some just do it for fun.
I think it's fun because uptown trauma itakwara at this time.
But they will use it. And they do go through trauma because their parents are not there to spend time with them to actually find out what's going on in their lives. So they turn to drugs to sort their problems out. So it's back again to the parents. We are too busy for our children.
You see, if these kids grew up the way we grew up in the ghetto, they would really be happy with my parents are doing craft. They would really appreciate that the parents are doing everything they can. So St. John's, or I know you went to St. John's, but these kids, I mean, I don't even know how to say it, but
from what you have seen, say it from the point of what you have seen, because I know little intels and stuff about the real reason why they're actually engaging in this.
It's really not trauma.
Some of it is just peer pressure, right? The youngsters now want to experiment.
It's cool.
They see all these superstars, doing drugs and that sort of thing, and they can afford it, so they want to try it out. And then they try it out, and then it seems like fun, and they keep doing it until they're addicted. And then you have a problem, and then somebody who's addicted is gonna pass the habit to your son or your daughter or whatever, when they go out and then they're mingling and that sort of thing. So I don't know how you started, but it's really prevalent in uptown children. Because they can afford it. Uptown they can afford these, posh drugs, ecstasy, whatever. Uptown they're hip drugs, they're pricey drugs. Ghetto is more Guka,
which is still damaging. They're still doing it.
But this uptown pandemic spreads faster because Bafana Uptown, they've got places where they meet up. And then
so what do they need? What do they need? Okay.
Yeah.
Ghetto food like things to do, recreational things to do.
It's tricky because ghetto are grower, but they are go sticker. In uptown,
see, the ghetto youths will do it because there's nothing to do. They're unemployed. There's no school fees at home. They're just generally stressed. Uptown, it's totally recreational.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not doing it because they've got, they might have social pressures because of social media and whatever else that affects them. But the reasons are different. The reasons why an uptown kid would do that is because they can most of the time. Their friends are doing it. It's cool. And
Becky, would you beat up your kids Do you beat up your kids?
I do.
Okay, great.
I do.
No, like beat him up.
Dude.
Oh, no, of course.
No. There's beat up, and then there's beat him up.
No, I do.
Like beat him up, like if the police were there, they'll take you in type of beat.
Like proper. Hey, Chimira, I'm mwana.
With what? With like what? A belt?
Well, my son is 16. Banda Rishande.
Do you have to boxing?
What's that? And it's normally just a smack. Wah! He doesn't know where it's coming from, how it landed. And then I'm like, Ndokurowa. This video.
But you see, Denny, on the other hand, his kids might beat him up.
Oh, yeah, because those boys are big, bruh.
He's got to be careful.
I know it's Osera. No, but the beatings are biblical. It's things that we need to be doing as parents, but to no one's a chirungu.
Yeah.
To no one's a chirungu. Spare the rod, you spoil the child.
Because you see, like, I've seen Denny, both his parents have died, but I see him every weekend. He's going home. You know what I mean? It's because of the upbringing that we had. Honor your mother and father. And the way we honored them was because we used to get fucked up.
The heck?
You know what I mean? And when you grow up, you understand, dude, if they hadn't done all this other shit, you know, I might have turned out a certain other way. You know, so the disciplining part of things.
But there's
is
also
lacking.
that parenting style where parents don't want to beat the children per se. They want to talk. Yatitaure. What's wrong?
You know, with us in the ghetto, it starts off, you know, if I do this, this is going to happen. It's written. It's an unwritten thing, but you know.
You know what's going to
If
happen.
I fuck up this way, I'm going to get fucked up this way. So with lighties now, the uptown kids, they don't know. You know, my dad is probably going to be pissed. He's going to shout at me, and then that's it. So they can afford to do funny shit because the repercussions are not that crazy.
Okay, so beatings it is.
In the ghetto, you go to one-on-one.
And you know, it'll be like, you know, your mom would fuck you up first, then say, afterward.
So now you know you got fucked up around 1 o'clock at lunch. 5 o'clock is on. So you
Round
know
two.
the 4 hours are going to be some of the
Excruciating.
The show was time enough.
Yes. And then you know, like, oh man, he's home. I am going to get a beating. Why mood kwaneshamu? Muka. Warara chi. Chicha uri kuradzika ipapo. Come here.
So
no, the beatings have to be done. I stand with Themba Mliswa on that. Kuti, let the law take its course. She needs to be corrected. But I wish also her friends around her would have the same measures done. Because Achabuda and those people will still be doing the things that they're doing.
yeah, of course.
And chances of her not hanging around with them are slim. And she was like, okay, now I know what not to do. So that group of friends that she was hanging around with, or the people that she was doing the drugs with, need also to have that correctional rehabilitation done.
Yeah.
So yeah, kudos to Father of the Year.
Yeah.
Father of the nation.
Father of the... Do you want to clap hands for him?
Which
Or
one?
that you? That one, yes.
Father of the Year.
Father of the Year.
Yeah. And then that's it for me.
That's it for me. Hey, well done. Hey, well, clap hands for yourself. Isa? Well done, Jenny. Are you shocked?
No, we can't finish.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's the conspiracy theories. Nash always has some. What did you have?
I was just here as support today. I was just supporting.
All right.
So, how many of you have watched Who the Fuck Did I Marry? Right?
I saw the title, and I thought it was one of those.
Is it Netflix?
No. It's a lady, right?
Yeah.
Who's been telling her love story, the man that she married, and then she discovered in a Satan, devil. Right. So when I saw the title, I had no idea that was the content in there. So yeah.
It's such like all the women that I know have been hooked on the story. It's like 5 hours if you do the whole.
On TikTok.
Yeah, 5 hours.
Why the fuck would I be on TikTok for 5 hours? Like
No,
I got a
because-
life.
No, but I mean that's why it's really like for women. So
Meaning what?
no. I mean,
Women got time.
Women got time for that.
They got
Okay.
So it's such a. So I mean, I'm sure.
So you watched it for 5 hours
No,
on
no,
TikTok?
no, no, life car.
But okay, on a live, but there were some clips that you watched, right?
I didn't watch. I haven't even watched one. Clip.
Okay, so you have a summary of the story.
Yeah, no, because my wife has been hooked. You know what I mean? We could have been making kids, but
I'm sorry, my child.
I got it busy.
I got it busy now.
Because I asked her, what's going on? This is not this woman. She married this guy. This guy turned out to be like a lie and all that stuff. So like for like 5 hours, she's just talking about it. And so you can imagine on TikTok, it's like maybe the max video is 10 minutes or something like that.
So that's a lot.
So there are like a lot of videos. So, but this was like the craziest story happening.
And she's like on 50 episodes.
Yeah. Oh, she's getting sponsorship and all that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
So is she still married to this guy?
No, I persistent.
Also, about out or after?
Yeah, Gujesh. I married this guy, he did this, he lied to me about this money, this. You know what I mean?
I think she was trying to just give like warning signs to women also to don't ignore some of these things. We talk a lot about red flags as women, and but we see the red flags while we're dating you. And then we make excuses for the red flags. And we're like, acha chinja or ndijamu chinja. The moment you try to play God, it's end of story. The moment you see the red flag and you know you cannot deal with it, get out.
So I was getting a lot of comments saying this is happening because she's
Are you saying it like the alpha?
yeah.
Are you gonna say it? No. Say it like the alpha.
No, I can't say like the alpha.
Okay, so say it like Nash.
She's happy, she's well fed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this happens to
Plus size.
to well fed women.
Oh, so she's a fat woman.
No.
That's what the alpha would say.
She's well fed.
Mm-hmm.
She's happy.
No,
She's
if
healthy.
she's a fat woman, she's a fat woman.
No, we don't say that.
She is a plus size.
She's the plus size.
No, but a plus size or slash fat woman.
Oh no, we don't say fat anymore.
Denny!
This is the problem that we're having, Becky.
What's the problem?
You know, people are into these politically correct terms.
I'm always
You know
going
what I
to
mean?
be politically
Us
correct.
as guys,
Should
we know,
also
we know
have
we that one
moments.
friend who's fat, and we always laugh with him. He even laughs at himself because he knows he's fat.
But then would you call him fat, or you'd be like, you're big, my guy.
No, fat because we want him to go to the gym. There must be a point in time when he comes through and we say, oh, look at that slim looking guy. He also wants that.
Usaita dumbu.
You know what I mean? So Nash, I don't know when we move to plus size.
No.
Okay.
So she's a plus size, well fed woman.
Okay,
And
what about guys? Have you ever met a plus size guy?
big.
Fat. Go on.
So
I digress.
So this is the reason. I mean, some of the comments are saying this mainly happens to this.
This type of woman.
Yeah.
So
Is that true? I mean, what do you think?
So she gets this sort of abuse because maybe the guy goes out with her because the guy feels like he's doing her a favor type thing.
So women who
it?
are of the plus size nature normally would feel, at least I found someone to love me.
Right.
Because of their body type and because of what they look like. So they compromise a lot.
Okay.
Compared to women who are not on the bigger side of things or heavier side of things. And then to the women who are not on the heavier side of things and then somewhat facially challenged will also feel the same way.
Right.
They will be like, at least I found someone to love me. And then you get the slay mamas, international Beyonce, right? Who will be like, I don't care. You don't want me? Bye. Right? They've got options. They've got choices. They don't normally compromise unless if age comes into play and they're like, ooh, the clock is ticking. So there's different variations as to why women will feel the need to compromise or feel vulnerable to certain men. So that analysis, 100% true. It happens, but it shouldn't be happening.
Okay, so she was getting abused and then she stayed.
No, I think, well...
According to the comments, it looked like that. I also haven't watched it, so I just quickly perused through the comment section to see what people were saying about the story. And it was, I can't believe she stayed for that long. Why would she go through that abuse and not leave? Why didn't she leave at the first sign off? Because there's that hope that
It's going to get better.
it's going to get better.
I mean, she did leave though, so
Eventually.
yeah, that's when she was now saying, "Guti, this is what happened."
Yeah.
So it's really sad for our sisters out there.
It is. You guys should just talk together and treat these women better. I'm treated nice, young.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're not going to do any TikTok videos?
Nah, not anytime soon. Not now. Not in the next life.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. Anything else from the conspiracy?
From the conspiracy
theory
headquarters.
guy?
So Thabo Bester is at it again
In prison, even.
in prison.
Okay.
I
What has he done now?
Like Thabo Bester is, I can't wait for his movie to come out. His Netflix special. So they caught him. He's back in. Mkatimo.
Syndicate,
You know what I mean? The female guards get paid, I think, 1,200 to 1.5. Which you know, Komana.
Vakomana vapi manje?
Cut.
Mkati.
Who is on the inside the car?
Inmates
Yeah.
and guards,
Yeah.
or
They're
inmates to
starving,
inmates.
No, the
Inmates
inmates are
and
starving. They're starving. They're stuck.
Thabo ndiyakachironga chinichi.
Saka kupimpa
Yeah,
magachi
female guards.
Okay, talk to me about the money side of things. It would be the same, Marie.
outside.
From out, I don't know. But it's like 1.2, 1.5. You know what is crazy is wakafunga mnari mjeri beki anenzara. You wakapiwa munhu abuda mjeri right now uno collapse. So these female guards really have to be. The female guards are very Mawan. Yeah, and Masasko, I mean, so they got to be like very big, big and so yeah, Panebas.
Yo, so was he taken back into court for this issue?
I mean, this guy is very notorious. Like, if you think about it, like
in prison, you are in, so he's like, might as well make the most of it.
Yeah, I mean, Thabo is so clever. They were to mburi samjeri. Then maybe they can work with him to say, help us.
Do they still do those? Like where they work with criminals?
I heard about FBI used to do those
Yeah.
kind of things.
I think
when someone is so intelligent, like somebody hacks them and does all sorts of crazy things, and then they catch him and then they recruit him. And say, these skills of yours, let's use
What
them
would
for
they use
law
Thabo Bester
enforcement."
for?
Because, I mean, just imagine how he does it. Like, what seems to say female, like, guard. And the guards are always rude. Kuti jikiwa ni muna ramkatum. Talk about 1.5 per round. And that round is long, huh?
Not really.
Oh, look, it's only time.
And time is not of the essence at this point. We've got time.
Not really. It's actually a good deal because as soon as it goes in, niggas will come.
Oh,
So it's actually,
Chama.
these are really short rounds.
Oh, that's right.
These are like quick in and out.
Yeah,
Next.
so you could be cashing it real quick. Like one female guard could do quite a lot of work.
Hey, Thabo Bester.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah.
What happened to his partner, that doctor? Was she let go?
No, she's still inside.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good.
I
think we're done with conspiracies, right?
Yeah.
These
Are
are
we done actually? I mean,
And
what
so
about
these
the
are-
royal family? I mean,
No, these are
what's going on with the royal family, bro?
So,
Nash's favorite family.
King Charles,
Already.
yeah, he just got in last year. He's not feeling well. And they actually think he's not going to make it.
Because he's old.
What's that? The king?
Yeah, the king.
Nash, is this confirmed or what?
No, confirmed. My people on the inside.
Nash has
In the
people
palace,
on the
in Buckingham-
inside.
in
Each
Buckingham
go.
Palace. Okay,
Reporting
what-
live from
what
the
did they say?
Buckingham Palace.
No, so I did Mdara Hasbo. Mdara is not okay. Mdara might not make it. Mkumana and Upinda. Remember, Mkumana does peg. So it's going to be.
We're picking what in Denny?
No, Upinda. William.
Oh, William.
So if Charles passes on,
William.
William is coming in.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's the one that Nash was talking about. He likes to peg.
Yeah.
Okay, so has it been confirmed that he has, what does he have? Does he have cancer? Does he have, what does he
No,
have?
he's got cancer.
Oh,
Yeah. But my people inside have confirmed 2025 Mdara Ngaba.
I don't know about that, but
Okay, let's put money on this. Guys,
Nash, you are so sure.
no, 2025 he's not going to be there. Mid 2025 Rabai. Meaning good, like, yeah.
what do you know what type of cancer it is?
I'll have to confirm. They just said him
All right, this is Nash, so you guys gotta.
He
check
has to
this shit out.
confirm.
No, please.
You guys gotta Google this
He
shit.
has to
further.
confirm.
No, when they Google, they're gonna say that.
He has to
speaking facts.
confirm.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. Okay.
All right.
All right, guys. This has been another episode.
Of the Denny J Show.
Becky K.
Dun, dun,
Nash,
dun, dun.
Denny J. So don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications,
Ding, 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 ding.
share, do all that other stuff that you guys do.
Does your phone give off the bell
next
when
week.
the show is?
Yeah. Yours doesn't?
Eish, but do you think I'll be asking about a bell if I didn't know that the bell goes off?
Oh, okay.
But
All right.
data.
So you must tell these people why they need to click on the little bell so that
Click on the bell so that
you get
whenever there's a
notifications.
new episode, you know that
you get a notification.
it's time. People were asking, Kuti, are you ever going to bring Junior Brown onto the show?
This is the thing. Junior Brown has given us our hit intro, right? Like the baddest intro to any podcast anywhere in the world. Right?
Tell me about it.
And I've called him, I think, counting 15 times. And I've said to him, the people keep asking for you. And he keeps saying, I'm coming.
He
I'm
must
getting
just
ready.
come through for a
I'm
chill
coming."
session.
I
You
don't
like
know
how
why
we do the
he's
friends
scared.
of the
Maybe-
podcast type of
Maybe
thing.
he's scared of you, Becky. I don't know. He keeps saying, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm working on something. I can't just come. I need to come there when I'm, introducing something. And he's been
We
doing
just
this for the
want to
past 2
chill
years.
with him. We just want to chill with him.
It's 2 years now. So you guys, what you need to do is, I think they need to go tag him, right? Tag Junior Brown. I don't know what his Instagram thing is. Tag him and just write the Denny J Show and tag him or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Let's what do you call it? Let's bombard his
There we go.
Instagram, right?
There we go.
Because he can't keep lying to us.
I don't think it's
You know?
lying. But
Junior Brown, the people want you on the show. I can't keep making excuses for you, brother. You
yeah.
gotta come through.
Yeah.
You know?
And when I hosted some function over the weekend, CBZ Marathon, people were coming at me. "Ko Denny, ari kuphi?" So people are expecting when I do.
You know what I mean? So when you're
When
hosting something,
when I'm hosting something, you gotta be there. So I'm going to try and work something. Yes, I'm going to speak to my next clients. For the
masses.
for the masses.
Yeah,
Good.
that'd be great. And then Nash needs to tell us about, somebody came in the comments and then they were asking about
Oh yes, about Tamsanga.
Nash,
If you
you
can just
tell
give an
us.
update on that.
All right, first of all, just tell them what happened to those who never watched, who didn't know.
Oh, okay. So Tamsanga came to us, reached out because he had an issue, and he needed the stem cell operation to be done. Is it a stem cell implant?
What was it, Nash? It's
So he's got a problem with his kidneys.
With his kidneys, yeah. So he needed a kidney transplant, and then he also needed some stem cell something done. And his brother was a donor, and so he just needed money for them to go to India. GoFundMe account was opened, and we also had people sending in money directly to them to assist. They did go to India, and Nash has the report.
So they went to India. So his brother was his donor. They went to India. In India, the brother was, I think, reacting, or there was a reaction with his brother's blood or something. So they didn't end up doing the surgery. So he came back.
Well, they opened up.
I think
Or they do like blood
they do
tests.
No, I
Tests.
think they do blood testing. But what's crazy is they'd already done that here. But then when they went to India, they said you can't do it. So the biggest problem was they've already used some of the money on air flights and on the hospital. So now he's back going for dialysis. So we now need to fund. We have to do another fundraising again.
Wow. Just when you thought, you've made progress, and then.
Man, I was so hopeful.
Yeah.
I was really hopeful.
So how is he doing? Have you spoken to him? Have you seen him?
He's cool, but you just know that feeling,
Yeah.
You're going all the way there hoping it's going to work out and then you come back.
So at this point, have they found another donor?
No, they said you have to try again, I think after 6 months.
With the same brother?
Yeah, with the same brother.
So the bloods
okay.
are fine, but then they reacted somehow. Is it like a thing?
Or something like that. But yeah.
Yeah. that's terrible, right? Like,
I think we also need to put Minamato Ipapo.
Yeah.
Because, after praying and spending money, or after raising that kind of money, and then it just gets devoured like that with no progress whatsoever. Yeah.
So I think what we'll do is we'll
Prayers
put the
up.
link again back on there in the comment section.
Until he
whatever
gets
you guys can assist with, let's just keep trying. I think all this that happened, it's not his fault. It's just how it is, right? So if we can assist, let's assist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is hope. We're not going to end this show on a sad note. There is hope for Tamsanga.
Yeah.
So let's do the things. Let's do the things.
Yeah. Okay. So till next week, guys. It's been great.
Denny J Show. Zvanga zviri down ta up tauraidzwe nyaya dzacho dzese narrative ndaichidwe kana mchida kutipisa deep ndaipidwe make you spill a bean if you know what I mean. Hande